Good morning, Komo. Komo is an MC aspirant. Karibu sana. And you found us discussing just how the Gen Z movement has morphed over time from a high of being partyless, tribeless, and being so keen and convicted about the things you believed in 2024 to a return to default settings that as we get closer to 2027 is more of the same. Kenyan youth have gone back to tribal lines. You've gone back to political parties that you did not want to be part of. You did not want to be part of the political elite that was there at that time, but now everyone has gone back to the same default settings. Do you agree that whatever the youth were fighting for has been lost?
First of all, good morning, Jeff, and the panelists.
Fred, yeah.
Sorry, Fred in the morning.
Yeah,
good morning. And first of all, let me render my apologies for being late. You know, traffic hapa kule, and as you know, we are young people, we are young aspirants, hatuna magari. So you must maneuver your way into the capital. So yeah, the future is luminous. That's one of my hashtags and I'm campaigning. Secondly, allow me to greet my great people of Mohoko, where I'm vying as a member of County Assembly, the people of Moitiridia, 160, Kizito and all those areas, Pokeni Salamu, and they have told me to bring greetings also to the TV47 fraternity. Yeah. Jumping on to the question of is it all lost? Let me say it's not all lost. And I feel so bad seeing that there is a certain smear campaign that has gone on of trying to picture it as Gen Z movement was nothing. There was nothing that they were saying. I mean, Fred, since 2024, the conversation changed. There was a shift in conversation of politics nowadays. Right now, even I felt really unfortunate for the great people of Tanzania when I heard their president speaking of watapiga mkwaju. And I was like, can this really happen in Kenya?
Isn't that the feeling?
No. Let me say it's not the same feeling because there is no issue joining any political party as a young person. Just because you have joined a famous political party. For example, I'm vying with a DCP candidate and I'm a great supporter of Rigathi Gachagua because I believe in some of the things he's doing. I may not believe in everything, but I believe in majority of the things he's saying that bad governance is happening in the current regime.
And from what you've just said, it's what my question was, that you went back to the same parties. You were shouting that you're partyless. Yeah, and that you're going to approach the 2027 election in a different way.
Fred, you know, one thing happens, if you fail to create your own table, join the table and create your own rules on that table. As Gen Z, that's something that I usually say, yes, we failed in creating a party, in having basis of saying, this is our leader. We failed because in our generation also we have our own internal wrangles here and there. But on the same whatever, we are still advocating for the same things that we were advocating for, even in the parties that we are in. For example, in DCP, I'm still advocating for youth inclusion. I'm still advocating for youth to be heard and understood, for job employment. I'm still advocating, well, in DCP, where Rigathi Gachagua was in the current regime. And
they're the same politicians you're opposing.
Exactly. And that's why I started by saying, if you fail to create your own table, join the other table and create the rules that you want to be implemented while seated on that table. Remember, these people are getting old. They won't be here forever. They might think so.
So this is a lesson you learned, that probably the chant of partyless was not necessarily the best route to go.
Exactly. Exactly.
What other lesson did you learn from what happened in 2024 and 2025?
Well, what I can say is politics needs planning. We didn't come with a strategy. We just came out, we had numbers. And one thing that we understand that we as the young people of this country, we have numbers. But we didn't strategize on how to use those numbers to advocate for proper governance. I feel unfortunate that we have to wait now for 2027. As soon as 2024, we could have started implementing some of the things that were needed, what we were advocating for. As far as even we removed the current regime in 2024. They are here, they are governing this country. They remember that when Raila Odinga came with the handshake. Raila is the only person who came in and saved the current regime. Otherwise, we had defeated the regime hands down.
You talked about numbers, and Bramo, let me ask you this, because based on the latest IBC figures, 2.3 million new voters, most of them young